When were yearbooks invented? Have you ever wondered how yearbooks came to be? The story of yearbooks is quite fascinating and stretches back several centuries. Their roots can be traced to the early 17th century in England. Back then, they were known as class books, or liber memoriales. These early versions were handwritten volumes kept by universities. They recorded important events, academic achievements, and personal reflections of students and faculty. The first official bound yearbook in America was created by Yale University's class of 1806. This yearbook included information about students, staff, and the school year. However, since printed photographs were not available at that time, students were represented by printed silhouettes. This was a far cry from the photo-filled yearbooks we cherish today. As the years went by, the concept of yearbooks crossed the Atlantic and evolved significantly in the 19th century. Harvard University produced what is often credited as the first modern American yearbook in 1845. This yearbook was called the Harvard Annual Register. Around this time, advancements in photographic technology made it possible for photographers to create multiple prints from a single photograph. This led to the creation of the Were Yearbook, which combined portraits into professionally bound books. By the early 1900s, the invention of the printing press allowed yearbooks to be mass-produced. This technological leap made yearbooks more affordable and accessible to a wider range of schools. As a result, the traditional school yearbook culture blossomed in the 20th century. For baby boomers growing up in the 1950s, yearbooks were a cherished part of school life. They captured the spirit of the era with class photos, candid shots of friends, clubs, sports teams, and memorable events. Yearbooks from the 1950s were not just records. They were keepsakes that preserved the innocence, style, and social life of school days. These yearbooks often featured classic design elements, formal portraits, and sometimes even handwritten notes or signatures from classmates. They became treasured memories of youth in a post-war America filled with optimism and community spirit. So, to answer the question, yearbooks originated as early handwritten records in the 1600s. They transformed into bound volumes in the early 1800s and evolved into photographic, mass-produced books by the 1900s. By the 1950s, they had become an essential part of school culture, especially for baby boomers, serving as nostalgic reminders of their formative years.